Do it.
All right,
Do
we
it.
are live. We are live. What's up, Kevin?
Hey, Carl Yard. What's up, my friend? What's up, brother?
Brother, I'm fine. Tiffany.
Hey
Tiffany is
everybody,
in.
hey everybody.
Tiffany's in
What's up,
Georgia.
Tiff? My girl Tiff in Georgia. You and Ray Charles down in the peach world. Bring me some peaches back.
Tiffany's in Georgia. Tiffany's gonna be, just so people know, Tiffany is in Georgia with a family. They have dogs. So when the dogs go crazy, Tiffany will be
Yeah,
muting.
I don't want the dogs to be barking. So like and
Uh,
subscribe.
What kind of dogs are they?
Um, we have a Dotson. We have a Chapit Dotson.
Okay, those are cats. Those aren't dogs.
Those are, you know what? I stop.
all right, so I'll do the spiel today. So this is for fair use only. This is for educational purposes. We do not own the rights to anything. Anything you see on this show today, we absolutely do not own the rights. Strictly for entertainment purposes only. We are not actual therapists. We are just a group of people that's concerned about the Black community. That's all. But we do know talking about stuff is a form of therapy. Hence the show, the Black Therapy Show.
Yeah.
All right. So on today's show, we are definitely talking about the P. Diddy video with him stomping out his then girlfriend, Cassie. Definitely
Just
gonna talk about that. We're gonna
disgusting.
talk
Oh
about
my god.
domestic. It might be we might have some trigger warnings because we will be talking about domestic violence, and that's not a topic that we take lightly. But Kevin and I are comedians, so if something funny comes up, I'm sure it might, fire up our mouths. So don't be offended because that's what we do. Tiffany's in Georgia, like we said, visiting her family.
Yes, I
Um,
am.
and also we will be talking about Marjorie Taylor Greene trying to go for um, what's the name? Crockett. What's her first? What's the late? What's the senator's name? Not the senator in.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, we
Her
should know
name
this
is
already.
Marjorie
We're not talking about each other
something.
green. We're talking about the senator.
Marjorie.
Yeah, Marjorie Taylor Greene. She She tried to insult another representative, Miss Crockett. I don't remember Miss Crockett's first name, and Miss Crockett
Miss Crockett read
fired
her.
back, fired back, and let me tell you, she dogged walked Miss Marjorie Taylor Greene. I don't think Marjorie Taylor Greene will ever recover from that. Um, so like I said, we're gonna talk about P. Diddy. We're gonna talk about Marjorie Taylor Greene and the representative that she tried to insult. And anything blackety black. And if there's anything anyone wants us to talk about, any topics that we missed, because there's so much in the black news that we might have missed something, please put it in the comments and let us know. We will definitely research it and we will do our best to talk about it. Um,
Serious, sir.
kick the show off with our number one song, which has reached the Billboard Top 100 charts several times over. And we always say we have to make a video to this song, but we haven't. But we have to.
We will, though. We
Yeah,
will. We
yes, we
will.
do. We got to do a video
2020,
this summer.
24, we're doing a video.
We doing a
All right.
video.
So like, share, subscribe to our channel. We're trying to build our channel, and our channel is a very positive channel. And we please like, share, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your family about our show, so we can build our audience. So here we go, and we will see you guys after the song. And we will get into it. And Tiffany and Kevin, so you guys know, already started that. Already started. They started the show before the show actually started. So,
Yes.
uh, so I know they can't wait. All right. So the topic of the show, the headline for the show is: Should P Diddy and R Kelly? Should P Diddy join R Kelly? That's my.
Wow.
Should P Diddy? Should P Diddy join R Kelly? We got to get into it. Like I said, it seems when there's video, people feel you should go to jail. But if there's no video, the imagination is not enough to want people to have you go to jail. It seems like
They're running neck to neck.
they're running
Okay.
neck and neck.
They running neck to neck.
All right, here we go, folks.
When with the knowledge you gain. Break away from the chains. We helping you grow. The Black Therapy Show. You be in a safe space dealing with the black trauma. We unpacking and inspecting all our baggage and drama. Cause we gotta unite. No more killing each other. It's time to see a new future for my sisters and brothers. With Kevin, Carl, and Tiffany, you'll have an epiphany. We'll give you everything you need to handle the enemy. We're giving you empathy. We're gonna challenge you mentally. The right conversation so you grow exponentially. We built your penitentiaries, we built all your schools. Gave us brainwash education, just making us fools. Hatred was what we got in exchange for love. No more manipulation from my God above. No. It's Carl, Kevin, and Tiffany. Now welcome to the Black Therapy Show. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's
New
go.
surveillance footage obtained exclusively by CNN appears to corroborate some of the allegations of abuse against music mogul Sean Diddy Combs. The video, captured on multiple cameras, shows Combs assaulting his then-girlfriend Cassie Ventura in a hallway at a Los Angeles hotel in March 2016. A lawsuit filed by Ventura in November last year and settled the next day referenced actions that seem to match those seen in this video. There is no audio. According to the complaint, Combs became extremely intoxicated and punched Miss Ventura in the face, giving her a black eye, which, according to the lawsuit, prompted Ventura to try and leave the hotel room. The surveillance video obtained by CNN begins as she enters the hallway. The complaint says as she exited, Mr. Combs awoke and began screaming at Miss Ventura. He followed her into the hallway of the hotel while yelling at her. The complaint goes on to say he grabbed her and then took glass vases in the hallway and threw them at her. In the surveillance video, Combs can be seen grabbing Ventura and throwing her to the ground. As Ventura lies on the ground, Combs then kicks her twice and attempts to drag her on the floor back to the hotel room. Ventura is seen picking up a hotel phone. Combs seems to walk back to the hotel room, then returns and appears to shove her in a corner. Moments later, he can be seen throwing an object in her direction. According to Ventura's now settled lawsuit, the pair began dating several years after they met in 2005. They parted ways in 2019. Combs' attorney said the decision to settle was in no way an admission of wrongdoing. Ventura declined to comment on the video, but her attorney told CNN the gut-wrenching video has only further confirmed the disturbing and predatory behavior of Mr. Combs. Words cannot express the courage and fortitude that Miss Ventura has shown in coming forward to bring this to light. The video hasn't been seen publicly before and comes on the heels of a series of civil lawsuits alleging Combs' involvement in sex trafficking and sexual abuse. Allegations Combs has repeatedly denied. In a December 2023 statement, Combs responded to the claims in all the lawsuits, saying, "Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. Let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged."
It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life. But sometimes you gotta do that. I was fucked up. I hit rock bottom. But I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy, and go into rehab. I had to ask God for His mercy and grace. I'm so sorry. But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry. What you gotta say now? What you gotta say now? You ain't got shit to say. When you put your girl on the snap, baby, yo, babe. Shit getting weird. Come on, baby. It's hot outside. You fucking wrapped up in that blanket. Let's go jog on the beach.
All right. Okay, let me just say, it always amazes me how as soon as people get caught, they find God, they're so sorry, you know, he wants forgiveness, he's in therapy, you know, he had dinner with Jesus, you know, all kind of stuff, you
He
know.
said dinner with Jesus.
Yeah, as soon as they get caught, you know, they had their if he had put out this video before that tape was leaked or before that tape came out, okay, I would give him some credit.
I give you that call. You 100% right, because I feel the same way. If he would have came out after, because she, how can you say it was it's a civil case. She won money over this within 24 hours. She wrote down the details. He could have apologized and went to that Jesus, dinner with Jesus gang call.
Yeah. So I am not, I'm not feeling P. Diddy. I'm not feeling his apology, you know. And let me just say, don't these women have brothers or uncles or I mean, if I seen a video with my sister under a blanket or a video of some guy dragging my sister down, I am telling you, I would not be sitting here doing this show. I can tell you that right now.
I know.
You
But
know,
maybe she didn't have a support system like that. And remember, he is about money. He has money. Money outdo everybody. You can pay anybody off to shut up. Better believe he bought that whole floor. Do you understand me? That whole floor that was there, he probably had that whole floor where nobody even knew what was going on, and he paid off them people. Cause this was years. This was years ago. This is why he coming to Jesus moment, as you said. You know,
2016 to be exact. Yeah.
So he, like you said, if he would have apologized right after the lawsuit, maybe this wouldn't have came out. But no, it's too late. And people out there that actually said that she did this for the bag, y'all really need to say you sorry to her, because
I'm
I never
sorry.
even know.
I'm sorry.
Okay, thank you.
Because I did say she did it for the bag. No, I'm sorry she got beat up. I'm sorry that Diddy felt like he had to do what he did. I'm disgusted by what he did. I've been a Diddy supporter, a Diddy apologist. So I do uh, apologize for that. Now, with that being
Okay,
said,
that's good. Yeah,
with that
thank
being
you,
said,
thank you.
with that being said, it's all about the bag. At the end of the day, it's still about the bag.
Yeah, it's about the bag, but somebody got
It's about
hurt.
the bag. It's about the bag. She was at the hotel because of the bag. What happened
Are
at the
you
hotel? What
serious?
happened at the hotel shouldn't have happened. Diddy should have been drunk. He should have been hitting women. None of that should have happened. But she wasn't at the hotel because she was madly in love with a tall, dark, handsome dude. She's at the hotel because she's in love or infatuated with a multi-millionaire, I'm sorry, billionaire, mogul, executive producer, TV star, movie star, hit maker, whatever Diddy's titles are. And he has plenty of them. That's why she was there. So it is about the bag at the end of the day, Tiff.
Listen, I,
I
I
just
I
said,
don't
I just
understand
said,
why.
I just said, I just said what happened to her shouldn't have happened.
No,
But
it
we,
shouldn't
we're
have
not we're
happened.
not going as far as saying none of this is about the bag because as Carl said, do she have brothers? She probably do. I don't know if she has sisters or brothers or uncles or father
I think
or
they all was
anybody.
all paid
They
off.
all should be pissed. Yeah, they all should be pissed, but they all getting some of the bag.
Because this was going on for, she's been with her husband for a minute now. She's in a committed relationship. She's married,
Yeah, because she got
So
the bag.
this, listen,
She got the
she,
bag. She's worth $30 million. She could be at peace now.
no, she's at peace, but now we see this.
Yes, that's true. She still got the bag. $30 million is a lot of money for a person who never had a hit record or a person who never had a hit
But what
video.
about the abuse that she had
She
to
she
deal
went
with?
through a lot of abuse, but I'm saying, Tiffany, I'm not
Listen,
making an excuse for the
let me
abuse.
say,
We're on two different subjects. I'm saying the abuse is wrong. I'm
right.
not going to make any excuses for Diddy hitting this
Mhm.
girl. I'm completely 100%, anybody watching this, 100% against what happened.
Right.
What I'm saying is that at the end of the day, these young girls are with R. Kelly, with the Diddies of the world because of who they are. They're not dating the guy at freaking the grocery store bagging carts and ringing up your groceries. They're dating these hip hop moguls, these
Hmm.
R&B
These
moguls,
toxic
like these
individuals
and
with
these R&B
talent.
moguls. They're dating Dr. Dre. They're dating P.
Yes.
Diddy. They're
Yeah.
dating all these guys, these powerful rich men who get caught up in the hype and do these type of things because it's all about power at that point and control. Because you start believing your own hype that you are untouchable, and you start drinking and beating these girls up and controlling them. And yeah. So these girls, you know, all I'm saying is they dating these guys because who they are. I'm not
It's
saying
so
Diddy's a bad looking guy. I'm not saying Diddy's a bad looking guy. I'm just saying Cassie's a very beautiful looking girl. She's not dating Diddy because of his looks.
he
She's not dating.
no.
She's
Let
not
me tell you
dating
something.
Diddy
Remember,
because she's not
predators.
dating him because of his gift of gab. She's dating him for his
Predators know
fucking
who to
wallet.
choose.
For his
Predators know
wallet.
who to choose. Remember
His
that. He
wallet.
knew to choose her because she probably wouldn't have said anything, as you said, because she was probably trying to get a bag. But you want to hear something so bug? One of Kim Porter's best friends came out and said that she was very sad to what happened to Cassie. But she said Cassie used to root P. Diddy on when he was abusing Kim Porter. Let
That's
me
what
tell
I
you something.
heard, and I believe it because she
Seeing
wants to
that
take the
abuse,
place. I believe
seeing
it.
that abuse hurt. And, you know, as a woman, when I saw it, I, I lost my breath for a second. You know, just to see her slam down, it is horrible that women are
Everybody's
getting
disturbed.
abused like this
Everybody's
all over
disturbed
the
by that,
world.
Tiffany. Everybody's disturbed by that video. Men, women, whatever. Everybody's hurt by that video because you don't want to see a man, a strong man, impose his will on a woman like that physically, and so that's totally wrong
And
and
why
very
do he
wrong. It
hate
didn't-
women? Why do he hate women? Because that's something of hating women. Was he beating her because she wasn't a man? Was he beating her because I mean, what you was trying to throw out there? I mean, it's just so much adding up.
It's control. It's control. It's power. I'm not in Diddy's shoes by no stretch of the imagination, but power. When you got, it's the same reason Joe Biden and Donald Trump are running for president, and these guys are super rich white men running for president when they should be somewhere on a freaking golf course right now, just
You're
chilling and
right
enjoying
about
their
that.
lives, eating lobster and playing golf every day and
Mm-hmm.
spending time with their grandchildren. They want
Mm-hmm.
power.
Right.
Why did Trump, who was a self-proclaimed billionaire, and Biden, a super millionaire guy who's been rich all his life, at freaking 80 something years old, still wants to be president? Because it's power. People are
Yeah.
addicted to
You're
power.
right.
Diddy has power. He's a
Well,
powerful man.
he messed with somebody in power.
Everybody in his circle is yes men. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? His boys, his people that work for him. He employs hundreds of people. Well, he had employed hundreds of people, right? He's a very powerful man. On paper, he's a billionaire, right? So he got a lot of people kissing butt and a long line of women kissing butt to get in his bedroom. So
But
he's a human being. That goes to his head. Most humans can't handle that power. Obviously, we see that with R. Kelly. We see that with, look, I'm disgusted by the video. I'm also saddened because once again, Carl and Tiffany, a black man, once again, is the face of domestic abuse. We went through this with Bill Cosby, and Diddy, and we go all the way back to freaking Ike Turner in the 60s. And then the Tina Turner movie came out. Ike Turner was a violent man who beat Tina Turner. That's all we knew about. Then the OJ thing. Oh my God. OJ murdered women and beat Nicole. Before he killed her, he beat her, right? I mean, so Ray Rice, the football player that slapped his
it's
wife in
a
the elevator.
long list
So
of
all black men are the face of domestic abuse, and that's disturbing to me. There's nothing I can do about it because it's obviously
on tape.
happening, and it's happening in our
It's on
face, right?
tape. It's on
Yeah, it's on
video.
tape. It's on tape. But how
Let
do you
me,
feel about that, Carl? How do you feel about black men being the face? Is it our fault? It's our fault, obviously, because it's on tape.
well,
I
let
mean,
me
are we the only men that do this, or we the only men that get caught doing this? I don't know, because we are
well,
the face of domestic abuse.
Well, let me jump in. I understand what Kevin is saying as far as women are with Diddy and um,
Okay.
Dr. Dre and R. Kelly because they're not because they're these really hot, good looking guys, because they're plumbers and electricians and regular guys that work in offices that treat women well, who don't beat women, but they don't get the time of day because they don't have that kind of money.
Right. That's all I'm
These
saying.
Yes, there are plenty of guys, plenty of plumbers and electricians who these women would not give the time of day to because they don't have the power or they don't have the influence or they're not in a position to help anyone's career or anything. So I get it. These women like Cassie and women want to be singers and they want to be superstars. They're going to get with these guys, and these guys know that. Diddy knows that. He knows that.
All of them, they pick
They
their
know.
women. They
Look at
pick
Mike
their women
Tyson, right?
right. They
Mike
know who
Tyson
they
had
choosing.
all kinds of women chasing him. Mike Tyson's not a, what I mean? Let's be honest, you know. So I feel when these guys get these women, they know that on some level, and somehow they kind of take it out on women because they know she doesn't want me because of my looks or my personality. She wants me because she knows the kind of money I'm pulling in. Look at the basketball players. Look at the baseball players. Have you ever seen a baseball player or a super athlete that's making millions with an unattractive wife? Name one. You never,
No,
right?
or not one, or they light skin, or
Yeah,
or they white.
every single one, every single athlete has a beautiful. You're telling me there are no 4'10" overweight women that they're, what I mean, that would like
No,
to.
they don't want them. They want some
Right,
nice arm
right.
candy. As about look what Shawnee O'Neal said. She said she never was in love with him. So you got with him because you knew he had a bag. I
Right,
understand what
right.
Kev is talking about, but also
Thank
still
you.
you
That's my
don't
freaking
put
point. Yeah. I forgot all about her, Tip. Thanks for
you
bringing it
can't
up.
that right there, what we saw is not, I know it's nothing new. I know many of his friends and many people have saw him did this and nobody did anything about it. So everybody that surrounded Diddy, y'all all got the side eye because y'all knew he was abusive. Because he wasn't only abusive to Cassie, he was also abusive to Kim Porter. We can never forget about Kim Porter because she was with him for years and dealt with back and forth womanizing that he was doing. It's just sad, and I hope that, like you said, a lot of these women put in certain situations. I hope women today know that everything that glitter ain't gold. Every man that have a whole lot of money is not all right in the head. It comes with consequences.
That's what
Okay,
I was about. Yes, I mean, like if you get with a guy that's worth millions or billions of dollars, it's gonna come with consequences.
consequences.
It's absolutely gonna come with
And
consequences.
he's going to probably have other women. It happens. He got money. He can replace you. You got to remember, they have a whole way of thinking, a whole way of dealing with things. And like I said, this also, like I said, a lot of people's apologizing because they thought this was really a money grab. He was abusing her, abusing. I mean, kicking, dragging. That was a lot. That was a lot.
That was a lot. So here, let's get back to my point we had off before the show started, Tip. So I'm watching TikTok videos left and right over the last 24 hours, and a lot of the criticism has come from African American people who are on Diddy's ass like flies on shit, right? So I'm going to go out on a limb and say these are the same people that probably will be bumping R. Kelly's music at their cookouts this summer.
Hmm.
So how can we have it both ways? How can we still jam to R. Kelly when he comes on the radio or on YouTube or on BT Jams or at our cookout, play the line dance song that he has, right? In the Name of Love. At every cookout this summer, In the Name of Love will be played. Trust me, right? So
Right.
how do we?
So,
And here's the
and
guy on video urinating on a 14-year-old girl, right? And he's in prison right now for his he's a convicted rapist, child abuser, and we still listen to his music. I'm guilty of listening to his music.
so you saying that? What
So
about Dr. Dre?
I'm
Dr.
saying,
Dre
how
was
can we?
whooping ass too.
Who?
Dr. Dre was whooping ass too,
Yeah,
and they
yeah,
just
and he
made
just
him a star and a what you call it. He beat his baby mothers. He beat
and
D.
yeah,
Barnes
exactly.
down to the ground. I mean,
But
we all rock into
that's been men
abuses, huh?
that's been men. I mean, look, James Brown
Abuser.
beat the hell out of
Everybody
Tammy
slapping
Terrell,
on
right?
tapping bitches.
James Brown beat the hell out of Tammy Terrell. I mean, it goes on and on and on, right? So I'm just saying,
So what do we do about it? We have to
what do
have a
we do about it,
solution.
and where do we draw the line? Because
Yeah.
we're gonna cancel Diddy. He's done. He's finished with black people, but he's finished with the same black people that supported R. Kelly for years until the documentary came out about R. Kelly. People knew about R. Kelly for years and didn't and said
And
nothing. Just
P.
but
Diddy
turned
too.
the
All the
other
rest of
cheek,
them.
turned the other cheek until that documentary came out. And then some people jumped on the bandwagon. Then some people just still turn the other cheek. So all I'm saying is that how can we have it both ways? How can we, uh, you know, I'm not
I'm just
saying I understand Carl's point too. Diddy was if Diddy was a smart man, he'd have issued that apology before the tape came out. I don't think he
yes.
knew. I don't think he knew the tape was coming out. I think it caught him off guard,
Are you
and that's why
come on?
he
He
didn't
knew
issue.
something was coming.
He didn't know that tape was coming. He would have
He
issued that
paid for
apology
that tape to
before.
disappear. He paid for that tape to disappear and it didn't
And he thought
disappear.
he thought it did.
He
He
thought
thought
it
it did
disappeared
disappear.
because nobody cannot tell me that he, matter of fact, it could be
It's
thousands of
it's
those tapes.
2024, Tiff. That happened in 2016. Do the math. How many years ago was that? 2016 is 2024. Of course, he thought it disappeared. He paid for something to disappear in 2016.
Yeah.
In 2024, he probably ain't thinking about that tape. Somebody found that tape, leaked it, and that tape basically caught him off guard, most likely. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
maybe.
So that's my opinion. I think the tape caught him off guard. That's why he issued the apology. I think he is embarrassed. I don't know if his apology is sincere. I'm not in his heart. I can't answer that. I think he should apologize before, but he didn't. I don't know if the apology is sincere. I can't answer that. I'm not in his heart, But I think, again, and I'll say this to you guys again, black people are the most forgiving people on the planet until it comes to our own people. Because we forgive everybody that fuck us over, everybody that do us wrong on the other side. You know what I mean by that? But when it comes to our own people, man, we're gonna drag this dude until there's no tomorrow. And maybe he deserves it. I'm not saying he don't deserve it. I'm just saying we're so forgiving to everybody except our own people. I'm just keeping it real. That's what we do on this show, right? We keep it real, right, Carl? I'm keeping
But
it real.
you do have a point because when Dylan Ruth went into that church and shot those people, right? We forgave
Right,
them, right? When that
right.
lady went to that house and shot that guy, that claiming she thought she was in her house,
Yeah,
family forgave her, gave her a hug, you know,
yeah.
so
I would have
So
never
yeah,
gave her no daggone
I'm just
hug.
saying most black people we're notorious for forgiving people that do bad things to us, but we don't forgive our own people, man. We
No,
are out
yeah,
for
some people,
we're
some
out
people
for
are like
blood.
that,
We're
but
out for blood when we get we're out for blood. We're out for blood. We're out for blood.
no, right is right and wrong is wrong. Listen, if you just had allegations of something like of this sort, this is not like the first, the second, the third. We've been hearing these allegations about P. Diddy for years. Come on, y'all. For years. But now that we see it visually, that put the icing on the cake where you like, you know what, this is too much. Just like you just said, you know what, Cassie, a lot of us thought it was for the money grab, but she was getting abused. And
I don't believe
regardless to what, no woman is supposed to be abused. And I speak out to women that is out there that's being abused. Please walk away. Try to find help, try to find a support system, because that abuse right there, that's nothing. I know many women that has been through it. Even my mother said she saw it. It did something to her. It was just, it's horrible. And you know what? He has daughters. I even thought about that. Did he abuse women in front of his children, or was he that type of abuser? He didn't abuse other women in front of his children. You understand what I'm saying? What kind of man was he for him to do that? And you have girls, you have daughters. How do you teach your sons how to deal? It's like it's just horrible. I just hope that this situation really teach people to look out for those red flags and don't think that he got money or you need money or anything, because all money is not good money. Well, we are, Kev, he
As
said,
when I saw the video, the first thing I thought about Tip was his daughters. I was like,
right.
and I thought of, and Patricia and I said, oh God, his mother. I think his mother. And that's why I think, it is my opinion, Carl. I believe the apology is sincere because I think his mother and his daughters saw that. I think he's embarrassed that they saw it. You know,
So you think
you
he's
don't
not
want the
the
women. You don't want the
abuser?
women in your life. You don't want the women in your life to see that shit. Stuff happened behind closed doors. People got skeletons in their closet that nobody want anybody to know about. Right?
He's a celebrity. He lives
All
his
humans have
life out
celebrities. All
loud.
humans have skeletons in their closet. Right? To some degree, they don't want their loved ones to know about. So the fact that this video is all over the world and his daughters are old enough to view it and see it, and his mother definitely saw it, I think that hurt him. And I'm
It
not,
tells
like I
you
said, I'm
too
not
what
here to
kind
be.
of relationship he got with his mom.
I don't think he's very close to his mom, from what I understand. And
No,
I mean,
something happened.
if I found out that he apologized to Cassie in 2016, I would give that some credit. But if he's apologizing in 2024 because the video came out of something he did in 2000, I'm not accepting that.
I don't
Yeah,
think he
me
apologized
either.
to Cassie though, did he? I
I
don't
don't know.
think he.
Me
I'm saying, I
either.
don't know,
And she
but
went back
No,
to him.
he
She
did
went back to
apologize to
him.
her. I think he said he's embarrassed by it, and
but
he's sorry. I don't think he said he's sorry directly to her. He didn't say her name.
I'm saying if he apologized, I don't know what happened between them in
Right.
2016. But I'm saying if in 2016, after that happened, he really apologized to her for what he did, fine. But if he's apologizing in 2024 because it came out today, excuse me, because it came out this week or whatever, I'm not accepting that. You're apologizing because now we know what a horrible person you are. That's the only
Right.
reason you're apologizing.
Bill Cosby
Yeah.
said he
He's
would
a
never apologize.
narcissist.
Bill Cosby said he would never apologize to the women, and one of the reasons, because he paid that lady a hefty amount of money
In
in a
24 hours.
civil case, and it wasn't supposed to be a public thing, right? And then it came out anyway because the prosecutor was like, "Well, you got his money. We're gonna bring it to the forefront anyway," and go, because that lady, Bill Cosby, went to jail for something he paid a lot of money not to go to jail for, because he paid that lady almost, I think, something like $20 million, something like
Oh,
that.
who you talking about, Bill?
Bill Cosby, yeah, he paid
Oh
that
yeah,
lady.
they had to let him out because they locked him out they locked him up
That
on a
was a double
disposition.
jeopardy. That was a double
Yeah.
jeopardy.
They didn't supposed to do that.
They
He
weren't
was
supposed to go out
paid
there. It was a
already.
double jeopardy, exactly. So
They
they
just
went after
wanted to
him,
ruin his name. You knew that.
and they
They
did
wanted
a
to
good
ruin
job
his
at
name.
that. But he said he wouldn't apologize. He has 20 million reasons why not.
And that's so deep that you saying that about, he apologized. Do you think that he's sincere about this? I don't know. Like, I'm down with Carl with that. I know people change and things happen, but this right here, he, like you said, he had too many opportunities to, make major moves. Instead of dealing with liquor brands, you should have been opening up abuse centers for women. Okay. And the same thing for Dr. Dre. Y'all should have been opening up places for women that are being abused because y'all did so much abusing to women.
Okay.
And
I'm glad you mentioned Dr. Dre's name, because
huh?
I'm glad you mentioned his name. Didn't Dr. Dre a headline a Super Bowl a few years ago?
Yes, he did. Yes, he
Okay.
did.
Didn't Dr. Dre is one of the most celebrated artists
Yes,
uh,
he is. And he done
of our
kicked a
time right
lot
now.
of
Oh,
women's
and
ass.
I think he's on billionaire status also right now, or close to it,
Yeah,
right?
he ain't messed with the right people yet. Let me
And
tell you something.
he also owns the Beats headphones, which made him a very rich man. He has the
Hmm.
rights to the Beats headphones that everybody's wearing, right? Like Jordans, everybody's wearing Beat headphones. So my point is this: Dr. Dre's still relevant. Do we not care that he bust that girl's eardrum?
But with
Because
the
he did.
Dr. Dre, was it public? Was it on the news? Because I'm seriously, this is the first time I'm
It,
hearing.
it
You
is.
can type it
It,
up. Her
it,
name
it,
is D
it,
Barnes, and
it's
he settled.
knowledgeable.
He
It's
settled in
knowledgeable
court.
in the black community, Carl, that Dr. Dre is very abusive to women. It's not. Dr. Dre is not a bigger name, biggest name as Diddy as far as white people go. Like, let's say mainstream. That's a better word.
No,
Diddy
they
more.
running neck to neck.
Diddy more. Yeah, I think Diddy is more. I think Dr. Dre is more hip hop.
You talking
I
about
think
because he's a producer? He's more of a
Snoop is
producer.
Snoop is crossed over
Right.
into the mainstream doing the Martha Stewart stuff and all that stuff. And Snoop got clothes and freaking in stores now, right? In Walmart. So Snoop's crossed over into a mainstream artist at this point. I don't think Dre has as big a star he is. I don't think he's crossed over. Like the average white person don't know who Dr. Dre is, right? Like the average white person, right? But everybody know who Diddy is at this point. I think Diddy is a bigger household name than a Dr. Dre. So his
Oh,
and what
please.
happened
Everybody was running around here
and what
with
happened in
beats
the
on their
'90s too, Carl.
ears. Come on, Dr. Dre is beats on your ear. P. Diddy didn't have no
Okay,
beats on your
so what
ear.
happened? But Dr. Dre's crimes happened in the '90s, before social media, before the 24-hour news cycle, before TikTok, before podcasts. You know what I'm saying?
No,
His
I
stuff
get it. I
happened
get it.
back before all of this stuff was powerful, where people can get on podcasts and talk about it. Before there was a CNN, before we had
And it was broadcast
Instagram
on
and TikTok,
CNN.
right? It happened in what 1993, 94. Like Carl said, he never heard of it,
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's
but
out there. You
but
can
it's out
type it
there.
up. She comes up because she just talked about it a few years ago.
Yeah, it's a couple
You
of women,
know.
a couple women came after him when he started getting popular. And when he hit that billionaire status and started getting popular a few years ago, a couple of them women came after him because they want that money. They came after him,
And he
bringing
probably
it up.
paid them off and shut them up because people
But they
want
had a
money.
few
Like you
people.
said, they want the
Oh,
bag.
when the movie came out, when the NWA movie came out, what 5, 6 years ago, when that NWA movie came out, it came to the forefront. Yeah, what's her name? Michelle Lee, whatever her name is. They
Michelle
came
A.
after
Michelle
yeah, Michelle
A.
Lee. Yeah, they came after him. There were interviews everywhere about him. He had a few people picking in his Beats thing. They were picking it outside the stores. Don't you know? Don't carry his products and all that sort of stuff. It went away quickly because it wasn't black people weren't mad at him. It was just some angry white women mainly. It wasn't masses of black people pissed at Dr. Dre because they in, what I'm saying? He's in with them in a sense where he could do no wrong. That's
So,
my opinion.
so you're saying that black people should be more forgiving of black people?
Of
Like,
course we should be. And I don't think Diddy should be held responsible.
Oh
I think
no,
I think
I'm not forgiving no abuse of that abuse and still couldn't even accept accountability. He sat there and said in a statement that he did not do these
I'm
such
not just
things.
talking about. I'm
Kid
not just.
did
I'm
pay.
not talking about. I'm just not talking about Diddy per se, Tiffany.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
just
I'm good.
saying.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
just saying in a whole. I'm just saying in a whole. I'm just saying. Look, I have no dog in this fight. The man, no matter what happens, is still. He's not. He's probably not going to go to jail unless he did something else we don't know about.
Oh,
Because
that's it. I'm sorry not to cut you off. They said that he cannot be locked up because it's a statute
for
of
this crime,
limitation.
yeah, for
So
this
he
crime.
cannot get locked up or anything. I think again, this was he messed with the powers that be, and they're shutting him down, giving him a nigga wake up call. That's what happens when you let the man, you sign yourself over to the man. That's selling your soul to the devil. That's it. That's them horns.
You may be right. You may be right. No, I'm not saying Diddy should be let off the hook for what he did. It was horrible. It's on video. He has to pay the price, and he will pay the price. He's gonna lose
He's
endorsements.
paying for it now just because of remember, rich people do not want your pockets to mess with, and they don't want their public opinion to be messed with. He is right now, the public is judging him, and we are in a social media era, and everybody is making money and typing and talking about it as we speak because we're talking about it. What is the chat talking about, Carl?
yeah, I was just about to read some. Let me shout out. We got I don't know if this person is new. House of Confirmations. On YouTube.
Sounds good.
That's out. Divine Empress.
My sister, hey family.
All right. Gina, our resident white lady. Gina said,
Generally,
yes, Gina dated. Gina said she dated a millionaire that was a psycho, a poor guy that was a psycho. She says men are challenging. I believe I love being single, easy peasy. Then she says Kevin boycott their music. I mean,
Yes, we
if we
can
were to
boycott
boycott music, we would have to boycott James Brown's music. We have to boycott,
almost everybody.
you know,
everybody, yeah, just
you know,
about everybody. And I'm sure there are white artists we don't know about that have done some dirt, but yeah,
Yeah, they
we would
keep
have
their
to, we
dirt
would have to go
quiet.
all the way back to the Temptations and get on them too because they were beating their women. So when does it end and when does it start? Right?
Yeah,
Like
everything's alleged. We don't have no proof. Just that video of P. Diddy. Jesus.
no, well, my boy for the Temptations, what's his name? What's called? He had some moments.
So Jeff Short, what's up, Jeff Short, our brother from Mississippi, is checking in. Donna Hagen, what's up, Donna? Thank you for checking in. We have quite a few other people on here today. I'll get to you guys. But Jeff Short made a comment that I wanted to read. Angela Snag, my friend from Canada. What's up, Ange? Jeff Short says something that I wanted to read. Let me he was talking about the rhetoric that okay. So House of Confirmation says let's not forget the industry promotes this type of actions. I don't think they promote this but do they? I think they're more into like the gangster stuff. I don't know if the industry
No,
promotes
it's
this.
abuse when you're doing drinking and drugging and telling people to slip mollies in their drinks because she talked about drugs, being slipped in her drink. They talk about this stuff. That's why I stopped listening to the music hall because it was too sexualized. It was too much with pills and drugs. It was too much.
Yeah. So Jeff, oh here it is. Jeff Short, what's up, brother? He said, so why is this rhetoric being said when we hear women say they want a high earning man? To Kevin's point, men like Trump, Biden are wealthy and are still
Yes.
seeking more power. They feel untouchable. Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, I mean, when a woman says she wants a high earning man, they should know it's going to come with consequences. It's not going to be easy.
Okay.
You're not going to be skating by just because your man is making millions of dollars. You're not going to have a push. There's a high. I'm sure there are absolutely great, kind men who have millions of dollars or who are filthy rich. But, what are the odds of that? Because men know when you want them for their money. If women don't know, if women think men are dumb, they're not. Men know when 80, I think I saw a video where, what's his name? The guy that started Def Jam.
Russell Simmons.
Russell Simmons. I think that's where P. Diddy's at.
His daughter is dating a 65-year-old man or something
they broke up. Yeah, they was
broke up?
kissing.
Yeah, but he was still hitting it.
They broke up within when they hit social media. As soon as they saw her kiss that nasty old white rich man, millionaire man, everybody was like, "Ew, what's going on, Russell and Kimora?"
Yeah.
He was still hitting it though. That's the point Carl's making.
Yeah.
She's on a yacht in a yacht in a thong on a yacht kissing that man, and he's old enough to be her grandfather, but he's a billionaire. And that's the point I'm making. And her mother is no angel.
Well, we know, how she dated Russell when she was young. I think the story was allegedly, they waited till she turned 18. So just like how you raised them and how you got them is how you raised. I don't know.
She waited till she was 18 to have sex, but she still was dating him, and she still knew who he was, Russell Simmons, right? And she also knew what that bank account looked like. Right? So,
no. And you know what? If you listen to her talk, I'm telling you, men choose these young women or these naive women for a reason because they can get over on them or they can take advantage of them or they know that they don't have anybody that's going to support them. And that's our message today. Please, women, do not become a victim.
Hold on a minute. When you say men choose these women, I think these women gravitate to these men because the men have money.
Yeah, yes, too. Yes, it's a combination. I'm not saying that's not true, but there's both consequences on both ends. They you feed off each other. But yes, I believe that too. But also, again, you have a percentage where these men do check out younger, naive females, the ones that they can be able to control, the ones they can be able to manage. One guy told me he can't get with me because he can't manage me.
Hey, Tiff, let me tell you something.
What can I do?
Tiff,
Yes.
I don't think Russell Simmons and Diddy or R. Kelly look for young women that they can take advantage of. I think women, the same way you ever been to an NBA basketball game and you see all these women in skimpy clothes hanging around where the players come out in their cars at the end of the evening. You know, I've been to these games, I've been to these football games, I've been to these NBA
Are you
basketball
talking about
games.
groupies?
Yeah, that's a proper word to use. You see
Yeah,
these
they got
women,
male groupies
you
too.
see these fine ass women not wearing a lot of clothes, hanging backstage at these concerts, hanging backstage where these NBA players are, hanging backstage where these football players will come out the tunnel and get in their fancy cars and jeeps and stuff like that. I've seen it with
I
my own
understand there's
eyes.
some hoes out there, but listen.
You want to call them hoes or opportunists? Whatever word you want
Oh,
to use.
opportunists. You can get
Okay,
them too. If they
whatever word you
cousins.
want to use, Tip. I'm just
So
telling
if they
you,
cousins.
we're gonna keep it real on this show today.
No, no, listen, I get it. You are 100% right. People, they do go out there with a goal. And I didn't never believe that until I done been around women that were like that. And I couldn't believe it that that's your goal. I'm gonna get him because he got this, he got that, he got this. And I'm like, what about him? What about the type of person he is? But you do have women out there like that. But also, please stop. Don't think that it's not men out there that go for weak women that they can take advantage of.
Well,
I'm
Diddy might be
sorry.
a nice guy until he gets these. For example,
You
Diddy,
are you
Diddy.
on the P Diddy trip? I mean,
I'm going to tell you.
team.
I'm going to tell you. Diddy hired Luther Vandross to come into his bedroom and do a concert for him and J Lo. And J Lo didn't know this was going to happen on Valentine's Day. They were dating when they were together. On Valentine's Day, J Lo was in the bed sleep, and when she woke up, Luther Vandross was standing there and started singing. So he put out his money and hired the great Luther Vandross to come up into his bedroom and serenade him and his girlfriend while they laid in bed.
And he probably didn't have no
That's
problem
some
with
hey,
doing it.
that's some serious romantic shit. I'm just saying. If I had some money to hire
Listen, he's a
Luther, if I
serious
had some money to hire Pat
bisexual that
LaBelle,
has anger issues.
I wish I had some money to hire Pat LaBelle to come to my house and sing for me and my girl. That's all I'm saying. That was dope. That's all I'm saying. So when you got that type of money, you do those type of things, right? So women are blown away by that. You get on the yacht, you on a yacht, you in these fancy cars, you in these spectacular mansions, you're freaking
And then
eating the
they
best
get with
food.
the men and they become devils. They become the most worst boyfriends ever. And
That's
that's what
true. That
happens,
is true.
okay?
Yeah,
That's what
because
happens.
that is absolutely true.
And it's just really sad. And that's like I said, women, please watch out, and men, please watch out too for opportunists. They out there, women they out there. But you want to hear something? I'm thinking more of that's a mental issue for me. I'm gonna be honest with you. That abuse. If he got counseling, I don't know, but that abuse right there, that was very rough for me. I
But we got to imagine if that's what we saw in that short clip, imagine what we didn't see. There's no way you can tell me that we saw probably the good part. You know what I mean?
I'm
They said
sure
he
there's
was
more.
throwing glass at her and all of that stuff. Listen, I
That
have
wasn't
been
the first
around
time he beat her
toxic
ass, I'm
people.
sure. You're right. You're right, Carl.
It's just,
It's a lot. It's a lot. And
it's
the
a
fact that we
lot.
see it on video makes it worse, you know.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
yeah, we're gonna wrap up this session, but what I would like to say, and I'll give you guys a chance to say what you feel about this topic. But women, if you're gonna get with a guy because of money, because he has money, know that he knows. He knows. Men know. We know when women are after us just because of our money. And
Message.
just know it's gonna come with consequences. because he's gonna treat you a certain way because he knows you're not with him because you're in love with him or because you like his walks or his smile. You're just with him because you know your money problems are over. So you
So the
might,
lady came out. The lady came out, Carl, and forgot her name. Shaquille O'Neal's ex-wife, right? We talking
right?
about. She came out and said, "I was never in love with Shaquille O'Neal." So you're saying that Shaquille O'Neal is sitting around somewhere going, "What?
Yeah,
I thought you loved me all this time." I
You
thought
know
because I was
what?
just,
I'm
I thought because
done.
I thought because I
yeah,
was tall, dark, and handsome, and looked like Billy Day Williams in the '70s that
Kevin.
she was in love with me.
Can
When
you
I was
imagine looking up and seeing Shaquille O'Neal on top?
Can you imagine Shaquille O'Neal? Can you imagine Shaquille O'Neal working as a UPS driver and flirting with
Yeah,
that lady? Or can you imagine Diddy working as an Amazon delivery driver and trying to pick up Cassie?
yeah. No, it wouldn't happen.
You think Cassie would go, "Oh shit, look at Diddy. Woo! Here's my number. Here's my number. Take my number. Call me
no,
Amazon
forget it.
driver.
But
Call me
listen,
Amazon
you're
driver."
right. Most of those women do get with those men, our light skinned sisters. Y'all get with these men because of their money. When they said that about Shawnee, I wasn't surprised at all. I'm gonna be honest with you. I just think that most of these women see bags. When they see these men, they see how many babies and bags they can get, and she got them. She had her babies and now she's with somebody else. I think she's a with first lady now in church. She went through all of that to be a first lady. And go ahead.
I'm sorry. When I was searching for videos for this show, I saw there's a website that alerts women when NBA or football players are going to be at a certain club, and they
Wow.
send out a text message to thousands of women that NBA players or football players are going to be at a certain club,
Talking about the whole line.
and thousands of women show up at this club hoping to get in on me. Hoping
Yeah, that's the whole line. They letting everybody know.
they
Did
say,
you see Players Club when they pressed the bell to let them know the money men was in the place? That's what that is right there. They know what they do.
yeah. So I mean, like I said, it comes with consequences.
Listen, all money is not good money, and if you're gonna get with somebody because you love them. Don't get with them because you're trying to get financial stability. Because like Carl said, a man just told you, they know.
Yeah,
They know.
Yeah.
They know. And they're gonna treat you as such. But also women watch out for you have men that are really abusers. They really abuse and they look for women that they know that they can take advantage and abuse, make them feel so good, give them everything they ever wanted or did something that nobody never did, and then they caught out there and he slapped the hell out of her and it's too damn late.
And I
She
can
already in love because he done laid the crazy ding-a-ling on her.
the abuse will intensify when the man knows you're only with him for his money. The abuse will absolutely intensify because he knows you're not with me because you love me. So it's kind of like a trade-off. I have the money, you have the beauty, so let's is a trade-off. So anyway, we're gonna move on to I love this one. Those of you not in the US probably might not get this one, but Marjorie Taylor Greene, a representative in the US Senate, thought that she could insult a black woman there was no reason for her to hurl this insult at this woman.
Call her Karen Marjorie.
Um what's her name? Crockett. I know the last name's Crockett.
Yeah, we're gonna call her Representative. Say it, Representative Crockett.
Yes.
That's her.
So she came back at Marjorie. I don't think Marjorie Taylor Greene is ever going to recover.
No, none of those white people's gonna recover because they didn't know what she said. They was like this. What did she?
Yeah.
What did she say? The guy said, "I can't hear. I'm having hearing problems."
Yeah.
Testing 1 2. What did you call her?
That's funny.
So here's the entire thing, so you can get for context, and then we're gonna talk. It's about 2 minutes, so just hang in there. But this is the whole context of what happened.
I'd like to know if any of the Democrats on this committee are employing Judge Merchan's daughter.
Please tell me what that has to do with Merrick Garland.
Is she a porn star?
Oh, Goldman. That's right. He's advising. Okay.
He's advising who? What? Do you know what we're here for? You know we're here about
just
AG.
I don't think you know what you're here for.
Well, you the one talking about. I guess
I think your fake eyelashes are messing up.
No,
with your
ain't
reading.
nothing.
Hold on.
Listen.
Order.
I would like to move to take down Ms. Green's words. That is absolutely unacceptable. How dare you attack the physical appearance of another person?
Are your
Move
feelings hurt?
her words down.
Aw.
Oh, girl, baby girl.
Oh, really?
Don't even play,
Baby girl? I don't think
we are
so.
going to move and we're going to take your words down.
I second that motion.
So
I believe she
Chair
should
recognizes
apologize. No. She
Perry.
should apologize.
Okay, hold on. Then after Mr. Perry's going to be recognized, then Ms. Green
I'm not
has 4 minutes and
apologizing.
21
Well,
seconds.
then
Okay,
you're
reserve
not
the right to
striking your
object.
words.
I am
Mr.
not
Chair,
apologizing.
Now let's go. Come on, guys.
Why don't you debate me?
Mr. Chairman, the
it's
minority.
pretty self-evident.
Chair you're not.
Yeah, you're not.
out of order.
You don't have enough
You're out of order.
intelligence.
Chair recognizes Mr. Perry.
Okay, move to strike
I'd
the.
like to
I
strike
move to
those
strike the
words
lady's
as well.
words.
Mr. Chair, point of order.
Who's
It's me.
Ms. Crockett?
I'm just curious, just to better understand your ruling. If someone on this committee then starts talking about somebody's bleach blonde, bad built butch body, that would not be engaging in personalities, correct?
What now?
Chairman, I make a motion to strike those words.
I don't think that's
Hold on.
part of
I'm
it.
trying to find clarification on what quality.
Chairman, motion to
I
strike
had no
those
idea
words.
what you just said.
We're not gonna do this. Look, you guys earlier literally just
You just voted to do
Y'all did
it.
it first, so you don't want to talk about it.
Voted to do it.
Order.
I'm trying to get clarification.
Look at calm down.
No, because this
I
is
would
what
like to
y'all
get
do.
through proceedings.
So I'm trying
Hey,
to get
Ms.
clarification.
Crockett, you're not
You don't wanna
recognized.
play
Ms.
games.
Crockett.
I can't hear you with your
And
yelling.
You don't want me
Calm
to
down.
Be,
Can
no,
you please calm down?
Don't tell me to calm down.
What?
I'm just curious, just to better understand your ruling. If someone on this committee then starts talking about somebody's bleach blonde, bad built butch body, that would not be engaging in personality. Bleach blonde, bad built butch body. Bleach blonde, bad built butch body, that would not be engaging in personality, correct?
What now?
Chairman, I make a motion to strike those words.
I don't think that's
Hold on.
part of it.
Trying to find clarification on what quality.
Chairman, motion to strike those words.
You said.
We're not gonna do this. Look, you guys earlier literally just
You
Y'all did it
just
first.
voted to do
Y'all did
it.
it first, so you don't want to talk about it.
Voted to do it.
I'm trying to get clarification.
Look at calm down. Calm down.
No, because this is what y'all do.
What?
Don't come for me. That is all that I need to tell her. Don't come for me. Listen, we showed up ready to work, and unfortunately, we could not have our hearing at 11 o'clock, even though this is a pointless hearing and it's ridiculous in and of itself that we needed to have it. But we showed up. They're in the majority. They set the agenda. This is what they want to do. This is what they believe is a priority for the American people. And they decided that they would skip work and go to New York to be involved in Trump's trial. And so then we get back at 8 p.m. and instead of focusing on what the task at hand was, which was whether or not AG Merrick Garland was going to be held in contempt of Congress, Marjorie Taylor Greene started talking about Judge Merchan, which is why I asked her, do you know why we're here? And ultimately, it devolved into the debacle that it did. And the chairman actually broke the agreement that he made, which was that she was to be held to have her words taken down, which meant that she was then going to have to leave the committee, which would have helped everybody. He decided to change his ruling, and I decided to inquire through a point of inquiry about what could and couldn't be said.
So there you go. Bleach blonde, bush built body. Because Marjorie Taylor Greene was trying to insult. That was a jab at black women. You know, he was talking
Yeah.
about the fake eyelashes.
Marjorie Taylor Greene is a bad apple. She's a hardcore right-wing nut job. If you don't know anything
Did you
about
see
her,
her body? I'm not
she's a
body shaming.
she's a dangerous person. She got a lot of followers. They give her millions of dollars to support her campaigns, and she speaks some really racist rhetoric all the time. And she got millions of followers. So that just goes to show you a woman like this shouldn't even be in Congress, but people put her there. She's voted into that job.
Isn't she from Mississippi? Is it Mississippi? Where she's
Well,
from?
I'm not quite sure where she's from. I know she's a
Because I
very
don't pay
racist
her no
person.
attention anyway. I don't pay attention to her because, like
I've
you
been
said, she
following her
has a lot of
racist ass for a
racist
long
rhetoric.
time.
Yeah.
Eh,
I'm glad she was read by Miss Sister Crockett. You
Jasmine
know,
Crockett's her name. Jasmine Crockett.
Jasmine Crockett. We want to really say thank you for reading her. Because sometimes you have to get read. How dare you mix eyelashes with politics? Y'all are talking about politics and how late y'all was doing what y'all supposed to do. But you want to sit there and say something about her eyelashes and girl, you did the wrong thing because me and my mother's been practicing it. Mommy, you said it's bleach, blonde, butch built body.
Hey, Tiff, she's from your neck of the woods, Georgia.
Oh, she's from Georgia. Oh Lord.
Yeah,
Where she? That's where she's a senator at, or a representation as in Georgia.
yeah, and that's where she's born and raised too.
Oh well, she sounds like a slave master's descendant.
She ain't far off, man. That girl is crazy as
Yeah,
hell.
she's ridiculous, and she
She's a
deserves.
nasty racist human,
Yeah.
and she has a lot of followers and a lot of support, and that's pretty scary because she's dangerous. Her rhetoric, she talks out of her pie hole, is just dangerous, and I don't know how she have evidence, which means people support the nonsense she says, and that's just bad. You know,
Well,
she
you
should
know
have no
what?
support.
Black Twitter and everybody online has got her. My sister even showed me a country man doing a whole country song about her.
I saw that.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
Carl, it was amazing.
Yeah.
I wish you would have put that up because we want to give a shout out to our white country people because that was a good song.
Yeah. I saw that song. Yeah, it was kind of long though, so I didn't want to, but I saw it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
It sucks.
What's the other girl? Rosa. What's the other my senator name? She's the I think she's Spanish or something.
yeah.
I feel so bad. I don't know her name. I gotta find it.
They call her AOC.
She went in. She was like, "Baby girl." I was like, "Oh,
yeah."
All of that. Everything was popping.
That Marjorie Taylor Greene, she's a racist and she don't care. You know what I mean? She just because she knows everyone in her constituency is racist and they vote for her, so she can say anything. She's not gonna lose any votes. She probably gained some votes from what she said.
I was about to say, don't be surprised if she did that just to know that black girl was going to read her and she knew that people was going to like, oh my gosh, and make it, because people would do anything for clout. You know that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And she looks like that type of person. She'll do anything for clout.
Yeah. So I found this video and I just want you and Kevin's thoughts on it. This is why racism continues. I truly believe this is why why people have racist thoughts, because I can't believe in 2024 like stuff like this is still being said and still being perpetuated.
Yes, I believe it.
But here we go.
Black women divorced black men and married the government.
And do you think that's a problem inherent to black people?
No, it's not. It's happening now in white communities and Hispanic communities. It's just the worst in black America.
And why do you think that is?
Why is it the worst in black America? There's also a cultural problem. There is, and we have to be honest about it.
It's just that black people are
No, let me ask you a question.
Like
the average music that a black person in Compton is listening to, is it about contemplating the good, the true, and the beautiful, or is it about being a gangbanger and trying to get as much money and sleep with about as many girls as you can?
I would actually like to think I would be offended by that.
Do you think the average black kid in Compton is listening to Beethoven or some sort of gangster rap music that glorifies gangster culture?
Silly question. Rap wasn't created to glorify gangster culture. So even though there is
Okay,
rap,
I mean,
I'm sure
you're not
that's
answering.
doing
You're
that.
dodging the question because.
Okay, I'm sure they're listening to rap.
Okay.
So you think
there
rap
go.
music makes them
no,
leave
I'm
their
not.
mom?
Do you think the cultural expectation in Black America is that you stay with the woman that you impregnate?
Within Black communities, I can't speak on that.
Okay, the answer is no. It's not. It's not expected.
Okay, and do you think that is...
Hold on, in white Anglo-Saxon Protestant communities, it's a fact. Hold on. In upper middle class white communities,
upper middle class, say that part louder.
Yeah, upper middle class white Anglo-Saxon Protestant communities, if you impregnate a woman, you are looked down upon and we do not think highly of you if you abandon the woman that you impregnate. That's a cultural difference. Has nothing to do with money. Has nothing to do with anything except norms. And the norms that have infected Black America are destroying it from within. We need more fathers, not less. We need more dads around and less drag queen story hour. We need more young blacks to be able to look up.
Carl, do you need to make my blood pressure go high at the end of this
Yo,
show?
he always do this. He be ready to jump through. First of all, look at the crowd. Did you? I told my nephews, read the room. Did you see the crowd? It was no Black people in that crowd. He wouldn't have did all of that in a Black crowd.
This guy brought the entire Black community down to Compton, right? He's saying that the average Black person in Compton, and he's saying it like this is, I mean, like what he's saying is such a small minority of the Black community.
He's not educated because he don't be around us.
That's not even the most important part. Somebody should have asked him, why do we have a Compton?
Right.
Why is there a Compton in the richest country in the world anyway? Why do we have a Compton? Why do we have a Black poor community? Because of 200 years of Jim Crow and segregation and all the other laws passed by people that look like him to keep Black people from. There shouldn't even be a Compton in this country. But we have a Compton because of racism and people like him. So that's what somebody should have said to his ignorant ass.
He's uneducated.
He's saying it is in our culture to impregnate women and just leave. That's part of our culture. Yeah. So
that's not in our culture.
No, it's not.
He's a Donald Trump supporter, I'm sure.
Again, did you see the room? Did you see the room?
But Trump has impregnated women and had what 3 or 4 wives.
Do the same thing.
Different children by different wives.
Yeah.
All the stereotypes that they put on us, Trump has done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Say that there are more like him who probably don't say what he's saying out loud, but they're in.
No, they keep it to themselves in their kitchen table. But shout out to that young girl. She tried. You understand? The young lady that was trying to talk, she tried to, say what she need. And like, I respect, she said, I'm not a part of the Black community, so I can't say that. But I respect her for at least trying to take up for us. But he didn't have no education. Most of the white people that talk like that, they don't have education on us because they don't care about us. So
But they're
he
not
can be
going
able
to sit
to
down.
fuel that, huh?
They're not going to sit down and talk to people like the late Joe Madison. They're not going to sit down and have a conversation with Dr. Eric Dyson or Dick Gregory or any.
Umar Johnson or
Umar
Tariq
Johnson,
Nasheed,
exactly.
none of
They're
them.
not going to sit down and have conversation with those folks because they're going to get educated and schooled, and they don't want to get educated in school. So yeah, they're going to talk to an all-white crowd. He's going to overtalk that white girl who was trying to talk some sense to his stupid head, but he overtalked her because he had the mic and was overtalking her because he don't want to hear what she had to say anyway. But he would never go on a podcast and sit across the table with
Black
many
people
Black
and
people.
say all of that. He wouldn't say none of that.
As a matter of fact, I know who he wouldn't want to sit down and talk to. A guy who has a birthday today. Malcolm X.
Okay.
Malcolm X's birthday is today.
Rest in peace. Yeah.
Rest in peace to the great Malcolm X. Now, Malcolm X and that guy will sit in the room, and if he told that to Malcolm X when he came out that room, he would run around the hood giving $100 bills to all the Black people. He would not.
One of our listeners, one of our peeps, House of Confirmation, says he wasn't lying though.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
He was lying on certain aspects. It's too much, but it's not for him to judge.
No, he
That's
was
the
lying.
point.
You can't stereotype
Is it in our
a small segment of people and just say all people are that way.
Right.
We already
Not
know.
all.
We know in the Black community, there's millions of great Black fathers out here that support and love their kids. We know this. We've seen it. We know it exists. You know. So how can this person agree with that? And if you agree with that, are you saying other races don't do this? So there's no white people that don't leave their don't have kids and take care of their kids.
They do it too.
Black people are the only people that don't take care of their kids.
Oh, but you want to turn Black are more interested in children more than other cultures.
You're breaking up.
You're frozen, Tiffany. You're broken up. You're breaking up.
Say it again, Tiff.
They said that they had statistics that show that Black fathers are more into their children into the children in other cultures.
Yeah, you're still breaking up. Your Boost Mobile is giving out, sister.
So House of Confirmation says, "As I am, I as well." But it's an issue. It's an issue we got to deal with. Okay, I get it's a small issue, but it's not a cultural thing. It's not like the majority. Listen, the majority of Black people that I know come from, you know what I mean, from homes that have two parents. They, educated. They go to school, but for some reason, there's just that small part of the Black community that gets all the shine, gets all the sunlight, gets all the, gets all the praise. Well, not praise, but you know what I mean. They get all the
Hey, Carl, let me tell this person. I don't know this person. He's a new listener to the show. He or she. Let me tell you a personal story real quick, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
I'm African American, by the way. I got custody. I had my ex. I'll just put it that way. Lost custody of my daughter. She was raising my daughter. She lost custody of her kids for an act I won't go into, but she lost custody of her kids. And my daughter at the time was 6 years old. And my daughter's sister is white. And they had different dads. I'm Black. Her sister is white. My ex had a baby by a white guy. So we had to go to court to get custody of my daughter. And I went down to Virginia and went through the court system and got custody of my daughter. And I became, at that point, a full-time single parent to my then 6-year-old daughter, who I raised until she left to go to college when she was 18, right? The white guy never showed up to get his daughter. Okay? Never showed up. My ex, who had a baby with this white guy, never showed up to get his daughter. I hate to put my personal business out there, but that pissed me off.
No, but it happens. It's not all.
So he never showed up. The white guy I went and got my daughter, raised my daughter. This guy, who's white, never showed up to get his daughter.
It happens. You're
So
right.
I just want to put it out. We can't go by these stereotypes that black men aren't good fathers, and Black men don't raise their
kids. Because I had a good father, so
It's not
exactly.
I said
and Carl had a great father, and let me Kobe Bryant died being a good father. He was on his way to. I mean, I hate to use him as an example. He's a millionaire, but just because he's a millionaire, don't mean he had to be a good father. He could have been somewhere out hanging some girl somewhere, right? He could have been out hanging out with some honeys or something. But he was flying his daughter to a basketball.
He was at his family.
He was flying his friends and his daughter to a basketball camp when he lost his life. So he was being a good father at the cost of his life. I mean, Black men are great fathers all over the place. So we fall for these stereotypes that have been put on the Black community over and over again, that Black men don't raise their kids or take care of their kids. And it's such BS. Yeah, there are Black men out there who don't, but I guarantee you there's more that do. And good fathers, especially good Black fathers, don't get talked about, right?
But I mean, the guy in the video said it's a cultural thing for us to impregnate women and just leave. That's a cultural thing. Then he said it's a cultural thing.
No, if it's a cultural thing, sorry, Carl, if it's a cultural thing, it's because the slave master, you want to take it all the way back where they had babes and then they took their fathers away, they took their mothers away, they took their children away. It's in the DNA. So if he want to say that, maybe he's talking about his slave master, his slave master grandfather.
I mean, in poor black communities, it happens, but it happens in, you go to some small,
It happens in all
you go
cultures.
to some
That's the
small,
point.
any poor community, it happens. Go to some poor white community up in West Virginia and see if you don't see the same thing. You'll see the same thing.
It's
you
not a
know?
thing. We don't share single family home. We don't. I mean, like I said, the way the system is set up, it puts you in a position where you have no choice.
Yeah.
I mean, and I'm not making excuses, but it's not something
It's the
that we
truth.
love. I don't. I mean, a single family home, the black community, we don't love that. You know, we don't encourage that. We don't go, yay. You know, no,
Right, we don't.
no.
It's
It
the
happens.
situations.
It
You said,
happens.
like you said, it's situations.
And it's not his place to say it anyway, even if it's true. He's not saying it because it's true. He's saying it to be hurtful and he's saying it to
Yeah.
be racist. He's
Right.
saying it to be condescending. He's not saying it out, you know, he's saying it to be mean. And he's saying to say that white men are better parents
Right,
than
that's
black
that
people.
white
That's what he's
dominance. That's
saying.
what he was trying to say.
That's what he's
Yeah,
trying to say. That white people are better parents. White people are better workers.
and they're
White people
not.
are better at this. White people are better at that. We've been hearing this shit for fucking 400 years.
Yeah. You know they've been trying to civilize us for years.
Yeah.
God.
House of Comfort, we appreciate your comments. I'm sure you have your reason behind your comments. The House of Confirmations also said, I'm for Black excellence, and we got to work on anything the other nations are seeing. We are many good fathers. We got to be better brothers and correct the ones who aren't. But do we have
True.
any though? I mean, I just think the good fathers and the dual family homes outnumber the. You know, I'm sure there's a lot, but you know,
Yeah, I'm sure.
and it's
They're
I
just
know
probably
good
not
black
being
fathers.
talked
I
about.
know good black fathers.
the guy saying that it's a cultural thing, that this is the kind of thing we like. You know what I
And
mean?
we don't like that, so I don't know what he's saying.
Remember when Barbara Bush, when there was the hurricane, I think it was Katrina, and they put
Yes,
the
it was
black people
Katrina.
and they put the black people in that football stadium, and she said they love it. Barbara Bush said they love it because it's better than where they came from.
Yeah,
You know?
that's how they think.
Yeah.
I saw some the other day that said, "Thank God we brought you here to America, because if it didn't, you'd be over in Africa in mud." As to say that Africa is a bad place,
Yeah.
when Africa is one of the most beautiful places in the world, you know,
But I'm gonna
and
be
one of the
honest
most
with you,
fruitful
I'm
places
happy
in the world.
my
You know,
ancestors
I
made
don't
it.
understand where people get this thing at to think that, you know, it's baffling to me. I can't even get into it
No,
right
people are, again, we know that people are very ignorant, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm happy that my ancestors made it through. They made it through, that I am here talking today. Your ancestors made it. Your ancestors made it. Anybody that's sitting here that's black, your ancestors made it, because it was hard. And yeah, look what's going on in our motherland of Africa. There's a lot of stuff that's going on, good and bad. And I hope that one day we can be able to connect. But you know,
There's a lot of
what can
bad
we
stuff
say?
happening in America too.
I mean, that guy just shows the. I mean, that's why I said racism will never end, because it's people
It's in
that
the DNA.
yeah, people that think. I remember I got pulled over by a cop, and he was. I didn't have my license, so he asked me for my address. I gave him my address. You know, like I said, 123 Main Street, and he goes, "What's the apartment number?" I go, "No apartment, 123 Main Street." And he goes, "So what's your apartment number?" I go, "It's a house. There's no apartment number." And he got mad, like, "What do you mean?" I go, "What do you mean? What do you mean?" I
Well, he
don't
didn't think you live in a house.
you know, he started to like, get upset with me because I wouldn't give him my apartment number. I go, "Dude, I don't know what to tell you." You know,
I'm shocked, Carl. I'm shocked you have a house.
But this guy was ready to drag me out the car because I wouldn't give my apartment. I go, listen, I can't give you what I don't have. But it just shows how people see you. You know what I mean? That's he thought that I shouldn't be living in the house, I guess, so this guy thinks black people it's in our culture to impregnate women, as he said. It's in our culture to impregnate women and just move on, but it's in the white culture to impregnate women and stay with them and marry them. This is what we like. We like. He talked about the rap music. The kind of music that we put out. We love that. We love that kind of ratchet music. But there's a small segment of our community that likes that, yes, but it's not the majority. And I would argue that that's a hill I would die on. I would argue that point.
That's right, Carl. I'm with you too. It's not.
It's not. I mean, but these people, it makes them feel powerful. It makes them feel,
that's it.
If they can somehow convince themselves that they're better than you, it makes them feel powerful, and that's why they continue to do it.
So be it. Be powerful on your own. I don't care. That's why I don't pay them no mind.
Yeah. So House of Confirmations, I understand your point. There is a small segment in our community that needs help, but it's not that much where that you can look at it like it's so big and widespread that it's the majority of us, because it's not the majority. And that's the point I wanted to make. That is not the majority of black people.
No, it's not.
Just
a little percentage. Yeah. It's a percentage in all people
it is
in the world.
There. Yes,
human race.
It is definitely there,
mm-hmm.
but not that widespread. Mm-hmm. Anyway, we're gonna wrap this up. I tried to keep the show to an hour, but I succeeded a little bit. An hour and 21 minutes.
Thank you for hanging.
I know. Thanks to everyone. We had a pretty large audience tonight. We had people from Twitch. We have people from Twitter.
Thank you.
Facebook and YouTube is our biggest audience. Thank you. Before we go, Kevin, anything you learned today or you want to share before we take off?
How ironic that we did a show on domestic abuse when this week is the 1-year anniversary of the passing of the great legendary Tina Turner, who we all know her abuse is well documented, right?
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Tina Turner. You were an amazing entertainer and black woman. And I think May 25th we lost her. Would be a year. May 25th would be 1 year ago that we lost her. So maybe next week we'll play a Tina Turner song or something like that. Who knows? But anyway, yeah, Tina Turner. And I want to say once again, today is May 19th, right? It was the birthday of Malcolm X.
Happy birthday, Malcolm X.
Malcolm X is the man.
Malcolm X.
Yeah, Malcolm X is the man. So yeah.
Y'all should have saw how my mother looked at me like, what the hell?
We have to celebrate. We have to celebrate our amazing black people's ancestors.
Black people are very amazing.
Our amazing ancestors that have moved on to the other life. So shout out to those Malcolm X, of course, and the great Tina Turner. That's all I got to say. Oh, and when I Googled this earlier, because like I said, I don't want black men to be the face of domestic abuse, because I know we're not the only one that do it, or the only one. I just think these high-profile cases have landed the way they've landed, and we live in a world now of social media. We live in a world where things are gonna blow up, right? Because of TikTok and things like that. So I was Googling, and I won't go over the list. I Googled white men who were famous white men who were accused of domestic violence, and there was a whole list of famous white men who have sexual assault charges against them and all sorts of stuff. Famous actors, a lot of famous actors, and the guy from Fox News who had to step down from his position because of all the allegations against him. So it's a lot of people out here doing dirt, not just Diddy. I'm not taking up for Diddy, but it's just not Diddy. We're not going to act like, I don't want, as bad as the tape was, I just don't want Diddy to be, we're not going to act like Diddy's the fucking devil. And he's done some bad shit. But we're just not going to act like he's not the only person that's doing bad shit. There's a list
of them.
There is a list. That's all I'm saying. There's a whole list of people that done dirt, and that's all I'm saying, man. So anyway, I hope there's a happy ending to this whole thing. I hope
Ain't
Kathy
no
lives a
what's
great
the
life.
happy
And
ending?
now,
They
if I
need
find out,
counseling, the whole
now,
family.
now we find out that Diddy had something to do with Kim Porter's death, I'm gonna find him myself and kick his ass. Right, I'm done.
Yes, rest in peace, Kim Porter.
Tiffany, anything you learned or you want to share before we go?
So I want to say we stand against domestic violence. We are not for it, with it, or nothing. So I want to say to women and men, because men get abused too, women or men that are being abused, please get out of your abusive relationships, okay? If it is toxic, if you got to hit, beat, kick, spit, you don't need to be with this person. Remove yourself immediately, or they're going to try to remove you. The blonde, bleach, body, bad body, butch built, yeah, huh? That was amazing. That read was amazing. No white people was like, what? So I enjoyed that. And I feel like white women, please stay in your place. And if you're doing politics, you stick with politics and don't bring in nobody's physical look or their, please. Also, want to give a shout out to my family. I love you. I'm here celebrating my nephew, and I just want to give a shout out to Divine birthday. I love you, baby. Congratulations. And shout out to my sisters, my nephews. They all online now watching. Thank you. I love y'all very much. And I'm enjoying my family.
All right.
Oh, by the way, there's a lot of butchers out here that are pissed off too.
What?
What?
There's a lot of butchers pissed off right
Oh,
now.
yeah. They mad because they got better bodies than she got.
So you gonna kick somebody? See a bunch of butchers looking to kick her ass now for saying that.
He said, butch body built something. That was amazing. Yeah. And watch out for Diddy, please. Please.
I want to say, so your family, Divine, it says some of your pearls. Where was your?
Oh, to grabbing my pearls.
Yeah.
Yeah. This whole situation made me grab my pearls. I can tell you that. Like, wow. But it's out there,
Yeah. All right. So I just want to thank everyone for checking out our show here another Sunday. I think I might be going away next Sunday for the holiday. So,
okay. Oh, the Memorial Weekend. Okay, good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be coming. Yeah, okay.
So we well, there'll be no show next. Kevin, you barbecue for Memorial Day? Is that what do you do for Memorial Day, Kevin?
Yeah, I'll be out on the grill. I'll be doing something. I might be traveling. I have a show next week somewhere. I'm sure I'm performing somewhere. I'm always performing somewhere, so who knows? I don't know.
All right,
I'll be somewhere performing, huh?
We'll be off next Sunday, and we'll be
So
back.
we'll see y'all the Sunday after next.
We'll be on the following Sunday. House of Confirmation, please come back. We love your comments. We love your point of view. As you can tell, we don't get mad or yell or scream at anyone for their point of view. Your point of view is your point of view, and we appreciate your point of view. Thank you to Divine Empress. Donna, thank you so much for checking in. Jeff Short from Mississippi, thank you, brother. Angela Snag from Canada, Toronto, Canada. Thank you, Angela. Gina Fiore, thank you so much. I can't see the people on Twitch or Twitter, only the people on YouTube.
Thank you, Twitter.
And Facebook. So thank you for checking in. We love you. We love you. Kevin and Tiffany.
Kevin and Carl. My mother said hello.
Hello.
Hey, Mom. Hi.
She's watching y'all.
Oh, okay, cool. Tell her say hello. Much love, Mom.
Yeah. So thanks to everyone. And we're going to go out with a song. This song is a tribute to all the beautiful women. And men, please treat your women, with respect. I know you get angry. Do what I do. I do get angry in my time, and I get in my car, and that's my thing. When I get upset, I get in my car, and I just go for a roll.
Yeah, that's an outlet. Yeah.
Yeah, and I come back, and I'm good. I do not.
Anime. I'm sorry.
You better not hit me, Ike. Well, listen, Judge Joe Brown said it was really Tina whooping Ike's ass.
That's what I heard.
All right, everybody. So I'm going to take us out with this song that I think tribute to all the women all over the world. And like I said, men treat the women with respect, just like
Yeah. And Chris Brown still got a career too. He beat Rihanna's ass. All right, I'm out.
He should get a pass with all of this going on.
Yeah. All right, people. We're out.
Bobby Brown kicked Whitney's ass too. We still love Bobby Brown.
With the knowledge you gain, break away from the chains. We helping you grow the Black Therapy Show. You be in a safe space, dealing with the black trauma. We unpacking and inspecting all our baggage and drama. Cause we gotta unite, no more killing each other. It's time to see a new future for my sisters and brothers. You know with Kevin, Carl, and Tiffany, you'll have an epiphany. We'll give you everything you need to handle the enemy. We're giving you empathy, we gon' challenge you mentally. The right conversation so you grow exponentially. We built your penitentiaries, we built all your schools. Gave us brainwash education, just making us fools. Hatred was what we got in exchange for love. No more manipulation from my God above. No, it's Carl, Kevin, and Tiffany. Now welcome to the Black Therapy Show. Let's go.